Get ready, because this month is a doozy. Hey, I'm Amy and welcome back. It is the end of August, so that means it is time for my monthly haul of every Blu-ray, DVD, and book that I have gotten this month. It is huge because I got a lot of stuff from work, and I also got a lot of stuff that I purchased because there are two superhero movies that came out this month and Target was having some killer sales, so I got a lot. I just tried to take a thumbnail holding everything, and as you can probably tell from the thumbnail, it's a lot, and I am exhausted from that thumbnail already. So let's get into it. As always, there are links in the description for pretty much everything on Amazon. If it is a special edition or something, it probably won't be on there. If it's like a Target only, it won't be on there, but I don't think any of these are Target only, and if it is, I will link a very similar version in the description. They're all Amazon affiliate links, and if you purchase anything from those links, I'll get a small percentage back that'll help make this channel even better. Also, I started a list on my Letterboxd of every single movie that I own in my collection. You can find my Letterboxd account down there, and I know people have been asking me about seeing my full collection and where I keep my DVDs and Blu-rays and all of my movies. This is kind of what it looks like right now. It's a little bit of a mess. I do have a shelf I can put it on, but I need to clean it off before I can really do that. So right now they're kind of just stacked like this for now. Hopefully sometime I'll be able to do it in organizing my Blu-ray or organizing my movie collection soon. But for now, that's not going to happen. I'm going to start off with the book, and that is Stephen King's It. It is a big old honkin' thing. I got Pet Sematary last month and I absolutely loved it. I am almost done with it. I think it has been less than a week when I finish it. I am so excited to start this. Even though It Chapter 2 comes out next week, I'm not going to finish this in time. This is 1,100 pages, maybe? Yeah, 1,153 pages for this baby. I'm not that fast of a reader. I can't read this in a week. It's taking me a week to read 399 pages. I'm not even to 399 yet. I am very excited for this because I love the not the original. I haven't watched the original yet. I will be watching it next week. But I loved the first chapter of the new It, and I have heard that this is everyone's favorite Stephen King book, so I'm very, very excited to start this one. I have seen the new covers that they literally released the week after I bought this one, although I do like that this has a little bit more of the Tim Curry Pennywise smile. I do really love the Bill Skarsgård Pennywise that they have on the cover of the new one, but this one goes a lot better, I think, with my Pet Sematary because it does have like more of the original cover look. Next are the DVDs. There are two of them. The first one is this I Love Lucy colorized collection. On her birthday, which was the 6th of this month, I went to see a bunch of episodes colorized, and then the next Tuesday they released this, which has a bunch of the episodes that I saw in theaters colorized, plus a ton more, plus a documentary that is just so beautiful. And fun story, the guy who was in the documentary, it's like a 15-minute documentary, talking about the colorization of it and who was kind of in charge of the colorization. It's actually in my screening. I didn't realize it until like I was leaving the screening and I saw him sitting at the end of my row. It was really cool. I Love Lucy is one of my absolute favorite shows of all time. I talk about it in a video up there that I posted on her birthday, the 6th. If you haven't watched it yet, I put a lot of time into it, and it's probably one of my favorite videos that I've done. But I Love Lucy is just one of my favorite shows, and Lucille Ball is just a treasure. And next is a movie that I have not seen, and I'm really sad I only got it on DVD. It is one that I will be doing for the 1001 challenge. Probably not this coming October, but next October. It is Poltergeist. I know I'm gonna have to wait an entire year to watch this. I mean, look at this cover. It's like a holographic. The main cover is not as exciting. This is a good one to have. It was cheap. I think I got it pretty much for free because I did have a coupon for buy two, get one free. And this ended up being the free one, even though it was already only $5, so wasn't that much of a bargain. Probably could have done it on, you know, another movie. Anyways, it also came with this $5 off coupon for the new It Chapter 2, and if you want to win this, you have like, let's say until Friday. Gives you a couple days. Put your favorite dad joke in the comments. I know it has like really nothing to do with Poltergeist, but put your favorite dad joke in the comments down below along with your Twitter or Instagram handle and let me know which one it is, and I will pick my favorite and DM you the code and you can get $5 off your ticket for it. I don't need it because I have A-List and I've had my It ticket for months. Next is the Blu-rays that I bought. There's a lot of them. The first one is Crazy Rich Asians. I have wanted this forever, ever since it got released. I just haven't had the chance to get it. There is like this little sticky bit right here because there was a Movies Anywhere sticker there and I'm really mad that they put that on there. I had to finally pick it up because I've been putting it off for so long. I can't wait to watch it again. And of course, I got Endgame because, you know, why not? How could I not? I absolutely loved Endgame. I think I saw it 3 times in theaters. I cried every single time. More and more each time I saw it because I knew what was coming up and I'd start crying before that happened. I mean, duh, I got Avengers Endgame. That's like, you know, no surprise. Shazam, the other superhero movie that came out, not as important as Endgame, but I love this cover. I'm like watching it flipping back and forth in the viewfinder. But I mean, this is like the only other DC movie that I really enjoyed besides Wonder Woman. It's so much fun and it's so cute. It's not like the best story of all time, but I absolutely love Zachary Levi's performance. He is really great as Shazam, the grown-up Billy Batson. He plays Billy very well. I'm very excited to finally have this and watch it again. And next is one that if you know me very well, you know I really love this movie. It was very surprising to me how much I love this movie, mostly because I'm not a huge fan of one of the actors, but I am a huge fan of the other actor, and that is Longshot. It was a very surprising movie to me that I absolutely enjoyed this. I'm not a huge fan of Seth Rogen's like stoner comedies, and I'm not a huge rom-com fan, but I really loved Charlize Theron's character's story arc and like her whole story in general. It was just a really great fun time, and I've already watched this twice since I've got it. So that tells you how much I actually really enjoyed this movie. And then the last one I have before I get to 2 that you have already seen, it is Cinderella. I do not have this on DVD or Blu-ray, so I was excited to finally get it. It is the Signature Collection one because, you know, I love Cinderella. It was one of the first Disney movies I remember watching. It's not as like high up there as like Aladdin or Beauty and the Beast for me, but it is still a really great story and I love Gus Gus. I was actually fostering a cat for a little while that we had named Gus Gus because he was just so tiny and cute, even though Gus Gus is kind of tiny and fat. And then the next are 2 Criterions that I did a Criterion unboxing. You can check it out up there. There's The Graduate and The Big Chill. If you watch that, I did have a cracked case for The Graduate. I did replace it because my boss had The Graduate in his office and I just switched the cases. I also did 1001 videos on each of these. You can check those out up there if it'll let me do one or the other, or you can just check out the 1001 playlist. That's probably linked up there. And now for the movies I got from work. There are quite a few. I got some Blu-rays, I got some Steelbooks, and I got a TV show, like 2 box sets of stuff. It's a lot. The first one is The House That Dripped Blood. I do not know much about this, but it looks like a fun 70s horror movie, which we all know I love old horror movies, and this is right up there on top with one that I think is going to be outrageous and fun just from the look on the back. Like, look at this. That's insane. It's not gonna focus. There we go, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. She looks crazy. Boobs out. Looks like a crazy fun time, so we'll see whenever I eventually watch that. Next is another old horror movie. It is The Leech Woman from 1960. Again, don't know much about it, but it looks like kind of a voodoo-y, crazy, weird movie. I don't know. It'll be interesting, and I feel like it's right up my alley with some of these crazy old horror movies. And yet another old horror movie that I am excited to talk about, The Horrors of Frankenstein. Do not know much about this, but, you know, it's a 70s horror movie. It's about Frankenstein. It looks crazy. Like with most of the movies that I get from work, haven't seen it, looks insane. I'm excited to watch it. It'll be watched sometime. Next is one that I know a little bit more about but still haven't seen. That is Night of the Creeps. I know it's kind of about these alien leeches or something that take over people's bodies and make them into like a zombie, and it's like prom adjacent. I don't know, but it seems weird, it seems fun, it seems crazy, and I'm all in. And next is one of the 3 box sets kind of things that I have. It is the Universal Horror Collection Volume 2. I wanted to get Volume 1, but we didn't have it in stock, so I couldn't get it. But this one is just as good. I love the old Universal horror movies, and this are some that I haven't seen. There is Murders in the Zoo, The Mad Doctor of Market Street, The Strange Case of Dr. RX, and The Mad Ghoul. It also comes with a little booklet talking about each of the films with some pictures and stuff in it. Very, very interesting and cool because I love some good film history and I love a good Universal horror movie. Even though these aren't like top tier, but it's still something. Next is the last of the movies, and it is a box set. It is the It's Alive trilogy. From the pictures on this box, I don't know what to think about it, but it'll be interesting to finally watch these. Maybe I will do this. I'll probably end up doing something with this in October of next year because I'm doing something similar with something similar in October of this year. You can just wait until October 1st to find out what that is. I love creepy, weird horror movies. I don't know. It's also kind of about a baby, so not gonna want kids more at all after watching this. Who knows? And finally, something that I actually know a little bit about is a TV show called Space 1999. I have watched a couple episodes, not fully, but it is like a sci-fi TV show from the 1970s, the late 1970s. It is really surprisingly well done, and it's super interesting actually. And for the little bit I was briefly watching it when I was like pulling screenshots and stuff from it, it really held my attention and I wanted to keep watching even though I had stuff I needed to do instead of watching this. I highly recommend checking this out if you have not already. I cannot wait to get a little bit more deeper into this, especially if you love sci-fi and that kind of thing. And then finally I got 4 steelbooks, and I haven't seen any of these. I got these mostly because I love the artwork on them, but I will be watching them. I don't get these movies just because they look good on my shelf. I get them because I do want to watch them. The first one is Forbidden World. It is a Corman film, so I know it's probably going to be crazy and weird horror movie, but I just love the way this artwork looks. I love our steelbooks. Our steelbooks, they do such a great job on them. The illustrators are amazing, but I'm interested to see this because it's a Corman movie and they look a little bit like the Sand People from Star Wars. I don't know, it's kind of funny. So I'm interested to see a little bit more of what that's all about. Next is a werewolf movie called The Howling. I know a little bit about this. I know I have The Howling 3. I don't have 2. I think I've heard that this is the best of the Howling movies, so I'm interested to see a little bit more about this. It's a Joe Dante film, and I know Joe Dante's a great director. I feel like I've seen something of his and I just can't think of it off the top of my head. Very interested to see this one. Werewolves are kind of cool. They're not like my favorite horror thing. It's slashers and zombies for me. Next is Night of the Demons, which is probably, well, actually, I think this is my second favorite out of the 4 of these. I think it's really cool. I have seen a couple scenes in this and they are very interesting, but I think it's about these kids that get like locked in a house and there's like a curse that gets put on them and they all start turning into demons, and it's crazy. And finally, I am going to end on a Carpenter film. I try to get every single Carpenter film that we release at work, especially if it's on Steelbook. This one is Assault on Precinct 13. I love Carpenter. He's probably one of my favorite horror directors. I had to pull this. I think this is one of the few Carpenter movies that we have released that I have not grabbed. I am very, very excited to finally watch this. But that is everything. I'm out of breath. Luna is going crazy because she's hungry. I'm getting a little hungry. So let me know what you got in the comments down below, and also give me your best dad joke along with your Twitter handle or Instagram handle. Let me know which one it is in the comments down below to win this $5 off It Chapter 2 ticket if you really, really want it. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really, truly do appreciate you. Whoever you are, let me know who you are in the comments down below, and let's be friends. If you enjoyed this, leave a like and subscribe if you're new, because I love talking all things movies, TV shows, filmmaking, mystery, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye!